Here's a statistic that will sound familiar. According to some research I was reading, over 2/3 of young adults admit to flaking on plans, canceling at the last minute with little notice. While half of people admit that they flake, 68% say they've been flaked on. Everybody thinks they're the victim. 67% agree. Technology has made it easier to cancel at the last minute. We live in a culture of non-commitment. RSVPs don't mean anything. Maybe is the new yes. And Parshat Vayakhel-Pekudei teaches us why this matters more than we think. There's a phrase that appears over 20 times in these two parshiyot. It says, Kasher tzivah Hashem et Moshe ken asu. Exactly as Hashem commanded Moshe, so they did. And it appears a number of times. According to all that Hashem commanded Moshe, so the children of Israel did all the work. Why the repetition? Why does it say it 20 times? The commentators explain that the Torah is emphasizing that they did it exactly. They didn't improvise, they didn't cut corners, they didn't say close enough. Exactly as commanded, so they did. And here's the deeper context. The Midrash teaches us that the gold used in the Mishkan came to atone for the gold of the golden calf in last week's Torah portion. The golden calf was an improvisation. Make for us a god, do it our way. But the Mishkan, the tabernacle, was the opposite. It had to be done exactly as commanded. There were no deviations, no shortcuts. They had to follow through exactly. And here's what we miss. When you build a relationship, it requires consistency, commitment, and reliability. This isn't just Torah wisdom, it's psychology. When you follow through with what you say you're going to do, you strengthen the trust. These are the pillars of a healthy relationship. Every time you show up when you say you would, you build trust. And every time you follow through on a commitment, you deepen the relationship. Every time you do exactly what you promised, you prove you're reliable. But when you flake, when you cancel, when you don't show up, the trust erodes. And this applies to every relationship, with people, with community, and with Hashem. The Mishkan wasn't just a building project. It was rebuilding the relationship with Hashem after the golden calf. And it required commitment, consistency, reliability. Kasher tzivah Hashem ken asu. 20 times, because that's how you rebuild trust. The Secretary of State Marco Rubio, on a roundtable discussion about college sports, recently said something that captures this. He says, if you can show up at 6 a.m. every day for a lift, you're learning one of the most important lessons in life. 95% of life is showing up where you're supposed to be on time. 95% of life is showing up. Not being the most talented, not having the perfect plan or the most skills, but showing up on time where you say you would be. That's the Mishkan. They said they would build it, and they built it. They were commanded how to build it, and they built it exactly that way. They started the work, and they finished the work. Kasher tzivah Hashem ken asu. Exactly as commanded, so they did. So how does this apply, and what kind of lesson can we learn today? When you RSVP to something, and then you don't feel like going, so you send a text or an excuse, or you commit to volunteering for a communal cause, something better comes up, so you cancel, or you promise your child you'll attend their event or take them somewhere, and then work runs late, so you change your plans, or you sign up to learn Torah, and then you're tired, so you don't show up. Every time you do this, you're teaching people that you can't count on me. Every time you flake, you're saying my word doesn't mean anything. And it's not just with people, it's with Hashem. When you commit to doing something and davening or attending something, do you show up? When you make promises or religious commitments, are you keeping them? When you say you're going to give charity, do you give? Building a relationship, any relationship, requires consistency, commitment, and reliability. Not when it's convenient, not when you feel like it. Exactly, consistently, reliably. That's what Kasher tzivah Hashem ken asu means. I said I would, so I did, exactly. And when they finish building the tabernacle, when they follow through completely, exactly as it was commanded, what happens? It says in Shemot 40:34 that the cloud covered the tent of the meeting and the glory of Hashem filled the Mishkan. That Hashem returned, the relationship is restored, not because they were perfect, but because they showed up. They followed through, exactly. And that's the power of commitment. He rebuilds broken relationship. It restores trust. It brings God's presence back. So here's the challenge this week. When you commit to something, show up. When you RSVP, go. When you make a promise to somebody in your family, follow through, exactly. Because 95% of life is showing up. And 100% of relationship is built on consistency, commitment, and reliability. Kasher tzivah Hashem kenasu. Exactly as commanded, so they did.